Once again, I welcome back microprocessor online class. Today we are going to see exercise number 3 in 8085 microprocessor. The title of the exercise number 3 is block operation. In the first section, block copy. That means to copy blocks into, that is source into destination. Suppose your source block is first I create the source block. It is LXI load register pair H comma C080. So this is our source block. First I am creating a source block. So from the source block starting from C080 to C087, because of I am taking only 8 bytes. So the source block is starting from C080 and then ending from C087. So it has 8 bytes. Okay, next destination block LXI D for D register pair DE register. The target block is starting from C090. So this is known as target block. What is target block? So first time create source block, then next create target block. Here you can store C080 for 8 bytes up to C087. From that 8 bytes you can copy it into C090 to C097. This is the concept of copying the block data. Then count move immediate C comma 08, because I'm taking only 8 bytes, so that's why the counter indicates 8 bytes. Or you can take 16 bytes, here you can change 16, or you can take 5 bytes, here you can change 5. Okay, whatever the size you can define it. That is the count register. So that's why the meaning is number of bytes. Okay, number of bytes to be copied, only 8 bytes. Then next I create one label for copying the block of data continuously. That's why I take the next is a label. After that move a comma m. The content of the memory is copied onto accumulator, that is move on to accumulator. First time the memory is pointed out HL register. From the HL register the source pointer is pointed out C080. From that C080 the first data is presented. This data to be copied on accumulator. After copying the content of memory into accumulator, it will store, that is STAX store register pair in D. So D means it is a target block. So after copying the content of memory which is stored into D register, that's why the first data will be copied into C090, C080 to C090. Okay, so this means get a byte from source, get a byte from source. Okay, then STAX for D register, the meaning is put into target block. It at put it to target. Okay, now for incrementing HL register, that is INXH for increment source pointer. Every time the source pointer will be incremented because of it copied all the block of data, that is 8 bytes. So the meaning is increment source pointer, simultaneously INXD for target block. This is also incremented. Increment target pointer. Okay, then DCRC for decrementing count register. Every time the data is copied, immediately the counter will be decremented because of the size of the byte is only 8. So whenever copied first data, immediately the counter will be decremented by 1. Likewise, decrementing all the bytes, whenever it reach 0, the program is halt. Okay, so this is decrement counter. Then jump no zero next. When it jump no zero next, if the counter is not 0, the loop is again executed. Move the memory to accumulator, then store, then INX H INXD, or it jumps 0. Suppose it reach 0, go to next line for alt. Okay, now go to assemble. To assemble that program, after that you go to store directly to specified memory location. Here you go to third radio button, store directly to specified memory location. Here you can store the block, that is the starting source block is starting from C080. Here I give one data. Similarly C081 for 22, and then C082 for 33, C083 for 44, C084 for 55, C085 for 66, C086 for 77, C087 for 88. Then last you can put the tab. So here I loaded all the data, the source block, that is C080 to 87, totally 8 bytes. Now you go to show entire memory content. Here you can copy the data, that is a block will be created, that is a source block will be created. After executing the program, the same data will be copied on C090 to C097. Like you go to step by step to run step by step. First it forwarded the first instruction executed LXIH C080. The source pointer indicates the memory, that is 11. First data is 11, so 11 will be moved on accumulator. So you can here you can change the that is move M comma A, that is content of memory is transferred to accumulator. After that it stored in target block, that is C090. Then it increments source pointer incremented, so 22 is there in memory, so it will copy down to accumulator. 22 is moved to accumulator. Then it store the target block for C091. Likewise you can execute until the C becomes 0, what is the counter becomes 0. Go through it. then last data will be copied. Here the C register becomes 1. After executing the last instruction, uh, the last data will be copied. So then the program is halt, or you can simply run all time. Okay, so this is called block copy. Okay, you can keep watching video, you can practice it. If you have any doubt, contact me. Thank you.